1. Introduction to the Grammy Awards mystique. The Grammy Awards are celebrated as the biggest night in the music industry, where the world's most popular artists perform on stage in front of millions of viewers. But behind the glitz, glamour, and golden trophies, there's another side of the Grammys that often sparks heated debates. Many believe these performances are more than just entertainment. They're layered with messages, symbolism, and hidden meanings that most audiences never notice. The stage is designed like a theater, but some say it feels more like a ritual, with costumes, choreography, and visuals carefully crafted to convey powerful themes. Year after year, fans and critics alike point out recurring patterns, strange symbols, dark imagery, and themes that seem to push boundaries. Whether intentional or not, these choices make viewers wonder if the Grammys are simply celebrating music or if something deeper and darker is happening on stage. The question isn't just what we're watching, but why these same dark symbols keep showing up at the biggest music night in the world. 2. Occult and Illuminati references. One of the most frequently discussed aspects of Grammy performances is the alleged use of occult and Illuminati symbolism. The triangle, the pyramid, and the infamous one-eye gesture appear so often that fans joke about it being a requirement for artists, but some believe these symbols are deliberate references to secret societies that supposedly control the entertainment industry. Artists are often seen covering one eye, forming a pyramid with their hands, or performing in front of massive triangular backdrops. To skeptics, it's just cool stage design. To others, it's evidence of hidden power structures using music to send coded messages. The fascination with the Illuminati has only grown as these patterns continue to appear across music videos, album covers, and live shows. The Grammys, being the industry's most watched stage, becomes the perfect platform to display these so-called rituals of power. Coincidence or coded message? When the same occult symbols appear year after year, it's hard not to wonder what they're really telling us. 3. Satanic and demonic imagery. Perhaps the most controversial element of Grammy performances is the recurring use of satanic and demonic themes. From fire-filled stages to artists dressed as devils or demons, the imagery often shocks audiences at home. Performers are seen with horns, red lighting floods the stage, and symbols associated with hell and rebellion appear in bold display. Critics argue this is nothing more than shock value artists using controversy to grab headlines. But others see it as something far more intentional, a normalization of dark, anti-religious imagery designed to influence culture. In past years, performers like Sam Smith, Madonna, and others have drawn headlines for staging what looked like satanic rituals during their sets. Whether playful or provocative, the effect is undeniable. The line between art and ritual grows thinner with each fiery performance. When the devil keeps showing up at the Grammys, you have to ask, are we just being entertained or indoctrinated? 4. Ritualistic elements in performances. Beyond costumes and lighting, some Grammy performances resemble rituals more than concert. The use of circles, fire, chanting, and symbolic sacrifices all draw parallels to ancient ceremonies. Dancers move in ways that suggest possession or submission, while the lead performer often takes the role of a deity, demon, or priest figure. It's not unusual to see imagery of death followed by resurrection, a recurring theme that mirrors occult rituals of transformation. These staged rituals leave audiences fascinated, horrified, or confused, but never indifferent. For believers in the darker side of show business, these performances aren't random. They're symbolic acts meant to channel certain energies or deliver specific messages. To others, they're just shock art designed to trend on social media. But when rituals keep appearing on mainstream stages, it's hard to ignore the patterns. When a performance looks more like a ceremony than a concert, maybe it's time to question what kind of ritual we're all watching. 5. Hidden messages and lyrics in choreography. The symbolism isn't just in the visuals, many say, it's woven into the lyrics and choreography too. Songs chosen for Grammy stages often carry themes of power, rebellion, control, or submission. Choreographed movements can resemble occult signs or gestures, and sometimes entire routines play out like metaphors for possession or transformation. Fans who analyze performances closely often point out subtle cues: dancers collapsing at the feet of a leader, movements that mimic shackles or puppetry, or sudden shifts from darkness to light. Lyrics paired with these visuals only deepen the sense that messages are being encoded into the performance. Whether you believe in hidden meanings or not, it's undeniable that every detail down to the way a performer tilts their head or moves their hands can carry weight. And at the Grammys, those choices are broadcast worldwide. If music is the message, Then the choreography is the code, and at the Grammys, that code is getting darker every year. Six. Use of religious and mythological symbolism. Another recurring element is the heavy use of religious and mythological imagery. Performers take on the roles of gods, goddesses, fallen angels, and spiritual beings. Sometimes Christian symbols are used, but often they are twisted or inverted crosses flipped upside down, angel wings set on fire, or sacred imagery turned into props. Other times, pagan deities or mythological references make their way into the performance, adding layers of meaning. For critics, this is an intentional mockery of religion, while others argue it's a creative reinterpretation of ancient stories. The blending of different traditions, Christian, pagan, and mythological, creates a strange fusion that blurs spiritual boundaries. These performances don't just shock, they spark heated debates about the role of faith, art, and symbolism in modern culture. When religion becomes stage, the question is, are we watching creativity, or a calculated mockery of the sacred? 7. High-profile, controversial performances over the years. Certain Grammy performances have become infamous for their dark themes. Madonna shocked audiences with gothic imagery, Beyoncé invoked goddess-like symbolism, and Sam Smith performed dressed as a devil in a fiery stage set. Lil Nas X brought biblical rebellion into mainstream music, leaving viewers divided between praise and outrage. Each time, social media explodes with debate: was it art or was it a ritual? Some argue these performances are designed to provoke exactly this reaction, generating publicity and keeping the Grammys relevant. But for many, the sheer consistency of dark themes raises red flags. The Grammys could be a stage for hope, unity, and inspiration, but too often it feels like a stage for the occult. When controversy becomes tradition, maybe the darkness on stage isn't an accident, it's the main event. 8. Mind control and industry influence theories. Beyond the visuals and lyrics lies a deeper theory that Grammy performances are tools of mass programming. According to some researchers, symbols and themes are repeated to condition audiences over time. The more you see occult imagery, the less shocking it becomes, until it feels normal. This normalization makes it easier to influence culture and push certain values. Artists themselves are often seen as pawns, controlled by the industry and forced to perform in ways that align with hidden agendas. Whether you believe in MK Ultra mind control or not, there's no denying that music and visuals shape how people think and feel. The Grammys, as one of the biggest televised events, is the perfect stage for this cultural influence. Maybe the real performance isn't what's on stage, it's how our minds are being shaped while we watch. 9. Public backlash and media coverage. With every controversial Grammy performance comes an equally strong wave of backlash. Religious groups, parents, and critics often accuse the show of promoting darkness, corruption, or anti-religious messages. At the same time, mainstream media tends to downplay these concerns, framing the performances as artistic expression, or pushing boundaries. Ironically, the backlash often fuels the popularity of the performance, turning outrage into free publicity. The cycle repeats. The Grammys shock, the public reacts, the media debates, and the ratings climb. This raises an important question. Are these performances really about creativity, or are they carefully engineered to spark outrage and keep the Grammys in the headlines? In the end, outrage sells, and maybe the Grammys know that darkness is their most marketable product. 10. Conclusion. The bigger picture. So, what do we make of all this? Are the Grammy Awards just edgy entertainment, or is there truly a hidden agenda behind the dark symbolism? For some, it's simply artists expressing themselves in dramatic ways. For others, it's evidence of occult influence, rituals, and indoctrination disguised as performance. Whether you believe the symbolism is intentional or not, its power is undeniable. Images shape culture, and culture shapes people. The Grammys aren't just celebrating music, they're broadcasting ideas, values, and symbols into millions of homes worldwide. And the fact that dark themes dominate year after year is enough to make anyone wonder what message is really being delivered. Maybe the real award at the Grammys isn't the golden trophy, it's the power to shape minds through the language of hidden symbols.